Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chef J and this is Chef J's Corner. So today we're going to be making homemade cookies with just 3 ingredients, and I tell you the good thing about it is that you might even have these 3 ingredients in your house as I speak right now. So first and first, you get your clean bowl and you put in 100 grams of butter and half a cup of sugar. Okay, if you don't want it to be too sweet, you can reduce your sugar a bit. Then you go ahead to mix it all up. So guys, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've not. So if you know your Chef J very well, you know I'll always add my milk essence into whatever I'm doing to give it that rich creamy taste. Okay, I know I said this video was just 3 ingredients, but I just had to add in my milk essence. But guys, it is very optional. If you don't have milk essence, you can leave it outside and it will still be good. Okay, it's just that it will not have that rich creamy taste. Okay, so after putting in your butter and your sugar and mixing it up, all you do next is to add your flour, all-purpose flour. Okay, and you mix it all up. So I'm adding just 1 cup of flour. I actually added it twice because I'm using half cup measurement. Okay, so this is just 1 cup of flour. So you just go on ahead and mix. Then you go in with your water. So I'm not going to be giving you the exact measurement of what I used here because I didn't even measure it. I just used my eyeballs to measure it. And if you notice, it's not even up to 3 tablespoons of water. It was just very little water because this is just 1 cup of flour. Okay, now guys, one very important thing about this recipe is that you don't need to knead it too much. You don't even need to knead it at all. At least if you're kneading it just to get everything together, you know, so that it doesn't start scattering, just do it for at least 1 minute, not more than that, else you've just messed up the whole thing. And secondly, another important part of this recipe is that you don't leave your dough for too long. If you're going to leave it aside at all, let it be in the fridge. Okay, but if you're not putting it in the fridge, don't leave it aside for more than 5 minutes. Just start working on your biscuits or your cookie rather immediately. So what you need to do next is to start rolling your dough on your work surface, just as I'm doing right now with my kneading pin. So after that, you get your cookie cutter or whatever you have. You can use a small cup that is round or whatever you have at home. That is why this is homemade. You can just use anything you have in the house. You don't have to have all this equipment to do all these things. Just just be creative, just think fast. Okay, think sharp and get something that has a circle shape or whatever and use it to cut your dough like this. For me, I already have all these things at home, so I'm using them. And even if you don't have a kneading pin, you can use a bottle. Most times when I'm not around or where I'm somewhere where I don't have my equipment, I use anything I have. I just make sure they are clean. So you can use your bottle to roll your dough. You can use a cup, a small cup, to cut your dough as well to get beautiful shapes like this. Okay, so I make cakes, so I have all these things already. So guys, to make it easier for everyone, because this is homemade like I said, if you don't have an oven, you can use your stove or your gas and pots to do this recipe. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to bake your delicious homemade cookies with or without an oven. So guys, as you can see, this is one of the easiest things you can just make at home. Okay, I know most of the times when we're home we just feel like munching something, especially when we're reading, when we're on our phone, when we're walking. Okay, you can just have this handy at home. When you have visitors, you can just serve them this with drinks. And if you have kids, it's good you know what exactly is going into your kids' body, knowing that you made them yourself and it is healthy for them. This way you can decide the amount of sugar you're putting in. Kids love cookies, and cookies of these days are filled with loads and loads of sugar. So if you're making these for yourself, you're making cookies for your kids at home, you ration the amount of sugar you want to put in. You can add in natural ingredients. You can add in more of milk to give it a nice taste. It's not just sugar that can make things yummy and nice. Milk and other natural ingredients can make it taste yummy and nice. So for the benefit of your health and your kids' health, your family's health, you can just make these things yourself. So guys, just make sure to subscribe and also like this video, because up next I'll be making chocolate cookies. So I'll be teaching you guys how to make chocolate cookies at home, so you can just have varieties of flavor. Okay, so do well to support your girl by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. Okay, so guys, permit me to let you know that we are now monetized, and also our super thanks and super chats are now active. Okay, I couldn't have gotten this far and so fast without you guys, and I'm so grateful. And also guys, I'll be doing a Q&A, so I already posted that on my community tab. So after this video, do well to go there and drop your questions, okay, so that you can get to know me better and we can build a stronger community. So guys, if you don't want to make use of your oven, or if you don't have an oven, you can just make use of your pot. All you just need is salt and whatever it is that wouldn't get burnt, to be a barrier between your pot and your pan. Okay, and this is how it turned out, guys. I actually wanted it to be dry. That was why I flipped it. When one side was dry, I flipped the other side so that it would be dry. This is actually my first time making cookies, but guys, you don't need to let it dry like this. One thing I noticed is that when it gets cold, it will naturally just get crunchy. Okay, it might look soft when you bring it out of the oven, but when it gets cold, it will get crunchy. So you don't have to flip it, you don't have to make it get too dry, except you want it to be extra crunchy, then you can make it this dry. But even if you want it to look, you know, creamy, like the surface shouldn't look burnt or dry like this, just take it out, and after it's very cold, it will get really crunchy. So guys, I promise you this was really tasty and crunchy, and I actually got 19 pieces of biscuits out of this recipe, this measurement. That's 1 cup of flour. So guys, we've come to the end of the video. Don't forget to go and drop your question on my Q&A post, okay, and also don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye guys, love you.